They call themselves Stoics. But many who wear the mask of Stoicism forget what it truly means. They confuse apathy with peace, arrogance with wisdom, and silence with understanding. Stoicism was never about being emotionless. It was about being in control. Today, we'll unmask Stoicism and reveal the 8 cardinal sins that destroy a Stoic's soul from within. Because only by knowing what to avoid can you walk the true Stoic path. Welcome to Aristotle, where philosophy meets mastery. 1. The sin of emotional suppression. Many think Stoicism means feeling nothing. But that's a lie. The Stoics never said, "Don't feel." They said, "Don't be ruled by what you feel." Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It's not the actions of others that disturb us, but our own judgments about them." If you deny emotion, you deny humanity. If you suppress anger, grief, or love, they don't disappear, they rot inside you. The wise man doesn't reject emotion. He examines it. He masters it. He uses it to live in harmony with reason. To feel deeply, and yet remain unmoved by chaos. That's not weakness. That's power. Avoid the sin of suppression. Embrace the discipline of awareness. 2. The sin of arrogance disguised as wisdom. Stoicism gives power, and power can intoxicate. The more we learn to control ourselves, the easier it becomes to look down on those who can't. But arrogance is anti-Stoic. It's the disease of the ego, the very thing the Stoics warned us against. Epictetus said, "It's impossible to learn what you think you already know." The true Stoic doesn't preach, he practices. He doesn't judge, he understands. He doesn't feel superior, he feels responsible. So remember this. Wisdom without humility is just vanity in disguise. 3. The sin of external dependence. A Stoic's fortress is built within, not outside. But too often, people seek validation through wealth, status, or attention. Then call it success. Seneca warned, "He who depends on fortune makes himself her slave." Everything external is borrowed. Health, possessions, praise, all can vanish in a moment. If your peace depends on things you can lose, you are not free, you are owned. True Stoicism is radical independence. Not from people, but from the illusion that you need them to be complete. Detach, and you will discover the power of inner freedom. 4. The sin of inaction. Stoicism is often mistaken for passivity. People say, "A Stoic doesn't care, a Stoic just accepts." No. A Stoic accepts what he cannot change, and acts decisively on what he can. Aristotle himself taught that virtue is action guided by reason. Wisdom without motion is decay. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire. Epictetus taught despite being a slave. Seneca wrote timeless letters while facing death. They didn't retreat from life. They engaged it fully, with calm precision. A Stoic doesn't avoid action, he perfects it. Because reason without action is cowardice. 5. The sin of self-neglect. There's a subtle poison in the modern Stoic mindset. The belief that self-care is weakness. But the body is the instrument of the mind. If you neglect it, your reason falters. Epictetus said, "We must care for the body, not as our master, but as our servant." You cannot be wise if you are constantly exhausted, anxious, or broken. Discipline is not about destroying yourself, it's about refining yourself. Feed your mind. Strengthen your body. Rest your spirit. Because the Stoic's duty is not just to endure life, but to excel in it. 6. The sin of empty silence. Silence is power, they say. But silence without purpose is just emptiness. Many believe Stoics must never speak, never argue, never defend. But the greatest Stoics were also great communicators. Aristotle's philosophy thrived through teaching. Marcus Aurelius' thought survived through writing. Seneca's wisdom endured through dialogue. Silence is only virtuous when paired with understanding. When you stay silent to observe, to listen, to learn, that's strength. But when you stay silent out of fear or pride, that's avoidance. A Stoic speaks only when words serve truth. But he never hides behind silence when truth demands a voice. 7. The sin of over-detachment. This is the most seductive sin of all, detachment taken too far. You begin by letting go of what you cannot control, and end up feeling nothing at all. Detachment without compassion is nihilism. You stop caring, stop connecting, stop feeling human. Aristotle warned against extremes. Virtue lies in the golden mean, the balance between excess and deficiency. To care too much is suffering. To care too little is emptiness. The Stoic path is the middle ground. To love without attachment, to act without expectation. To give without fear of loss. That's true serenity. 8. The sin of intellectual worship. In the pursuit of wisdom, many forget its purpose. They read endlessly, quote philosophers, debate ideas, but live none of them. Stoicism was never meant to be studied. It was meant to be lived. Epictetus didn't care if you could recite Zeno's teachings. He cared if you could remain calm when insulted, and rational when life fell apart. Knowledge without practice is like a sword left to rust. It looks sharp, but it cuts nothing. Wisdom is not what you know, it's what you do when tested. And that is the unmasking of Stoicism. 8 sins that corrupt the Stoic path. Not through evil intentions, but through misunderstanding. True Stoicism is not cold detachment, nor blind acceptance. It's the art of mastering yourself, so the world can no longer master you. So remember, feel, but don't drown. Act, but don't rush. Speak, but only truth. And learn, but always live what you learn. Because wisdom means nothing until it transforms you. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Aristotle, where we bring back the ancient art of living with wisdom, strength, and purpose. Until next time, seek truth, live with virtue, and remember, the Stoic path begins not with knowing, but with becoming.